So it is March 31st, 2021, and I have one of the best news that I heard today. It's about mom. She is totally off. They took her off the respirator, the ventilator, um, since September. She's been on the SIM-V mode on the ventilator on the very lowest setting possible. And so, like from September to like before Thanksgiving, she has been going from 5 minutes to 6+ hours. And then around Thanksgiving, she got sick. And so for a month and a half, 2 months, she was sick and she was on antibiotics for 2 months. So she was dealing with that. So they haven't really tried weaning her off of the ventilator with a T-piece. And the pulmonologist was insistent for them to try. I'm like, because at first when she got sick, they were going to hold off until she gets better. And then later on, the pulmonologist was saying they're going to want them to at least try. So they've been trying. And then in February and the beginning of March, they've been trying, and mom had gone from an hour to a half an hour. So on, March 19th, today's the 31st, so the 29th, the 26th, was the second Friday that I did in-room visit with mom. So the Friday before the 26th was my first visit with mom. And I was so excited. So that day when I went in to her bedside, because both of us had our shots or vaccines, and then the only way I could go in and visit mom at her bedside is if I had the vaccine and she had the vaccine. And if I was fully vaccinated, I could touch mom. And if you didn't, you can't touch her. You can't have her in-room visit. It will be on a patio. They will put her in a chair in the patio. And this goes for any patient at the skilled nursing. So the first day I went in, I'm like, "Hi, mommy." So it took a while, and she realized I was next to her bed. So she was happy about it, that I was like touching her and next to her and not at the window, not doing a video chat. So, and she was about to cry. I'm like, "Mommy, don't cry." But anyway, that was a good time for us. And each visit for everybody in the facility is a half an hour. So, and I've been going there, and it's just me and mom, and it's been good. I'll do another video about the visits. But today, I came from Inglewood. I was getting some stuff from the market, from the Islands Market, and food. I went to straight to see Mom. And I was talking to the RT. This guy is awesome. Actually, all the RTs that Mom had she's been there since June. It's totally awesome. And, I'm glad and happy that God has placed her there and with awesome people that is taking care of her. Besides the pulmonologist, but that's a different story. And he was asking me one thing, and then after he was telling me about the one thing, and he's like, guess what? I'm like, what? And he said, she's off the ventilator, completely off the ventilator. I'm like, wait, what? Really? Really? I'm like, yay, Mommy. I am so excited about that because since our visit, this Friday is going to be 2 weeks since since I've been visiting her. And the day after our visit, they put Mom on teepees. Is where she has a trach and a tube coming out, a tube going this way, straight across, and one in her trach, and they hook her up to concentrated oxygen, 4 liters, right? And on Saturday, the previous Saturday, has been like all the way till Saturday gone. It's been she's been going up 5 hours, 8 hours, 9 hours, 8.5. She will fluctuate between 8 and 9 hours. And then Sunday, today's the 31st, 30th, 29th, the 28th of March, 2021. It was an RT that when he's there in the morning, when he does his first round, he will put Mom on at 7 o'clock in the morning. And she would do, they will take her off at 9:30. Last night, one of the RTs took her off at 9:30. So 14 and a half hours. So since Sunday, she's been doing between 12 to 14 and a half hours. So the RT, he talked to the pulmonologist, the doctor, and said, basically, I want to take her off the ventilator and DC it. DC means discontinued. So the doctor agreed with it. So he's going to take out the machine and everything. So if she has any difficulties, the other RTs below him won't have any excuse to put her back on the ventilator. So it's nothing but up, 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 and up. And which is so awesome. I am so proud of my mom. And I've been telling my mom that if she hits this goal, we're going to do this when she comes home. When she does this, she will do this goal. You will do this. And so forth. So she has 4, and she completed 1 being totally weaned off of the ventilator. So when she come home, we'll be doing that. First goal. And when I promise something, I keep my promises. That's the one thing about me that Mom has taught me. And, and another thing, Mom has taught me was that, and it still instilled in me, is to tell the truth, to be straightforward and transparent and honest. And there are some people that is going to be nameless. Can't handle that. And when there was a situation with my mom's care team the week before Halloween, and I called them out on it, meaning that I shot them a text and I said, why did I get a phone call from the facility? Tell me about your bad behavior with Mom's nurse. Why couldn't you wait when you're done video chatting with Mom to call to find out an update on Mom? And when you didn't get your way, you threw a fit. And so when I called them out on it, my phone blew up, saying, hey, how dare you say that? There's no such thing. Let me tell you what happened. Why would I want to find out what happened? Why would I want to hear a twisted version of the facts? The facility does not have anything to gain. They're taking care of my mom. And that, and so they wanted me to call them. I'm like, no, I'm not calling you. I know what happened. The story's not going to change. It was so ironic, two out of the three of them are in the medical field. So I reminded them about HIPAA laws, rules, and regulations, and that they couldn't get any information over video chat because they don't know, her nurse does not know if the other two know sensitive information about Mom, or even they have if they know the password or not. And at the end of the conversation, at the end of my text, I said, this conversation's over. And they had the nerve to say, oh, I'm not reading your text, I'm deleting it. One of them said. The other one has the nerve to call me names and said that I don't care about my mom's care and that they never came in and checked on my mom. Up to that point, I was not going to respond anything. So I responded and I said, I do care about my mom's care. Don't tell me I don't care about my mom's care. You don't know what's going on every single day. They don't come on the camera and to check on Mom. They're in the background. Why would they go in the front and say, hey, I'm here, kind of thing? And then they have monitors up on the desk to monitor her vitals. And like I said, 2 of them are in the medical field. So, and the other one, the same one that said that I don't care about my mom's care, did not like what she heard and start calling me names. Yes, this person is someone I respected. Call me names and call me a woman and a child in a woman's body, because I did not cave in to what they want. I stood my ground and said, I'm not going to be calling you. Because I did not cave in and said, oh, I'm going to call and see what kind of excuse you guys going to make. Thinking that they're going to push me around and whatever. So who's the child in a woman's body calling somebody else's names? No, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. And one of them had a nerve 2 weeks later texting me saying, "Oh, I don't appreciate how you treated us, being disrespectful. You have changed." No, I did not change. It's the same person that you've known for 42 years. The only person that changed is you, because you did not want to hear because you did not want me to stand my ground and tell you the facts and the truth that is given to me. Apologize for what? You're the one that should be apologizing to me. And when I text her back, I said, let's agree to disagree. And let's focus about mom's health and her getting better. And she texted me back and said, oh, I'm hurt. I only read the first sentence. And I showed 2 of my friends her text. And they're like, one of them is like, and how old is she now? And the second one is like, are we a child? Are we 5? And my other ones that I said, how old is she? She's like, she's just making this about her and not about your mom. So I'm like, yeah, this whole time is all about them. I'm here handling my mom's care, my household. And they're trying to dig, and find some way to manipulate and basically saying I'm not capable. I'm not grown enough to know any better. And the unit manager, the RN, after that incident, when I called them out on that day, she, the same one, the one of them that's in the medical field, called and demanded that there's be an investigation about the nurses being rude and how that she's an RN, a pediatric RN, and then blah, blah, blah. So what if you're an RN? So what if you're in the medical field? So what if you're a doctor or a surgeon or whatever? That does not give you the right to act like a pompous ass. which in their eyes, after like later that day, was the above unit managers called me and told me what happened. And my friend was like, aren't you the one that's supposed to be asking for an investigation? I'm like, yes, I am. I don't know what on earth she thinks that she can do that. And a couple of days later, I was talking to the same unit manager and said, about that day. And she was telling me, I asked her to document what happened and have mom's nurse document what happened. So it's all documented. And the unit manager told me to change the password and don't give out the password to them because they don't want to deal with them after what happened. I don't blame them. Just imagine. So I changed it the day after mom's birthday. And then the next week, one of them, I know who, called with the old password. And so I'm sorry, the other unit manager's like, sorry, the password has changed, and asked when it was changed. Okay, tell me this. Why a month later, that same person called with the same old password, and they wouldn't give her the information because of the old password? The manager that told me to change the password said, don't give them the password because I don't want to deal with them. Because after what happened. So I didn't. And so she had the nerve, the same one that called a month later, had the nerve to text me, why didn't you tell us that you changed the password? Why didn't you give us the new password? Give us the new password. So I did not answer her. Because, one, why was she coming to me like that? Okay, why did you change the password? Why didn't you give us a new password? How I know nothing or anything like that. But, at the same time, since July of last year, only one of them sincerely asked me how am I doing since July to now. Only one. And if they want something, they will say, hi, NK, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Or, hi, NK, how are you doing? And this is what I need. They don't have the common decency just to text me without anything attached. Hi, NK, how are you doing? Do you need anything? Can I help you with anything? No. No, they don't. And they claim, oh, this is not how family is supposed to act. Family is supposed to be supportive and back you up and ask you how you're doing. Do you need anything? Can I help you with anything? Our church friends are more of a family than they are. Yeah, the ones that's here in state, which is sad. But yeah, family is supposed to call you names and be uncooperative and act like a kindergartner when you're video chatting with with my mom and you see something wrong, instead of coming out to text me straight out and ask me what's wrong with your mom's eye or nose or whatever, you go to another person and to that person to have that person ask me, what, are we 5? And you call yourself a grown woman. A grown woman take care of her business. Family is supposed to support you no matter what and help you out. Like, and be there for you. And randomly give you a text. Say, how are you? Thinking about you. Do you need anything? Or, okay, can you come over? I want to see your face. Or, okay, we're having this for this. Or ask me, where did you move to? I'd like to come and visit you. For a whole year. None of those 3 people ever video chatted with me and see how I'm doing and generally ask me how I'm doing. Or say, hey, I wanted to send you something. Or can we meet up at a park? Yeah, 6 feet apart with mask on. No, they have not done that at all. And the last time I saw one of them was February of last year, after mom got home from the hospital from her first stroke. The other 2, I haven't seen since mom got discharged from the hospital at the beginning of February last year. I see our friends more than I see them. And that's sad. And that should not be like that. And I'm so disappointed in them, and it's not even funny. And it's like, come on. And, I have friends that would like text me or call me and say, NK, I was just thinking about you. How are you doing? And, and one of them is like, everybody's been asking about your mom and how she's doing, but how are you doing? Do you need anything? Do you want to talk? I'm here for you if you need to talk. And I've never heard anything like that from my family here that I live by. Not once. Not once.